Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. And I have a hamster in my pocket, and she's making all sorts of worfly kind of scared noises because I woke her up, and I feel bad about that. I mean, I don't know if you can hear her. You gonna keep making these little worfling noises? I hope not. I want to bring her up so you can see her, but my mic is so far down, I don't know if it'll catch her making any sounds. But I don't want her to be scared, so if she doesn't make any sounds, that's okay too. This is, of course, Saber/Cream. She's a cutie. I really love her a lot. I love all my hamsters, and I'm going to be really, really sad when they die again. I mean, it's really painful when they kick off, and they kick off, pretty quick. They don't live long. She's just whirling and snorting. I don't know if you can hear it, but she's making all sorts of sounds. Oh, you're so scared. Here, let me put you back. I'm sorry, little one. You go back. I'm sorry. Here, I cover you up. Gosh, now I feel bad. I don't want my hamsters to be scared, especially to the point that they're making noises. That's bad. That's bad. Past that, just another just another new day. Move my legs there so I got to try and find my WD-40 because my chair is getting noisy. And I got to go through and check all the connectors. It is the kind of chair where you put parts of it together with an Allen wrench, and I have to keep this around because the arms of my chair, it's only got a base at the front, a screw at the front and a screw at the back, and so you use the chair and they get loose. So you at least once a week you got to tighten up the screws on the arms. You got to go through and check to make sure that the screws at the base and holding the back are on properly and being held. Plus, I had a chair like 10 some odd years ago that tilted and did stuff, and I did not check on the base. And I did not realize that the metal was stressing and fracturing. And one day I leaned back and boom, I fell. And the post, of course, went up between my legs. So it was all kind of scary when I fell, and that went thunch. So, didn't get hurt, but oy vey, now I'm paranoid about these things. So I got to go through and check it again. I have checked it, just not probably in the past 3 or 4 months. And I don't want to have the chair break because I did new maintenance. I mean, this broke because I did new maintenance on it, and you got to make sure everything's okay. So definitely a thumbs up. One of the things I've been wanting to talk about, back pillows. I am not comfortable today. I am very uncomfortable. My back is just hurting a lot. I slept a little bit longer from sheer exhaustion, but hey. But chronic pain, chronic injuries, it is amazing how much your body hangs on to things that are wrong. Now, the reason I say it that way is way back in the mid-90s when I was working at this one nursing home in Bellingham, Washington, and I worked there for 10 years, and then had to quit because of my alcoholism, went to rehab, went back, and apparently the fact that I was, pissed off this one person so much that she went out of her way to find a way to get me fired, and did. But while I was working there, I injured both of my knees. The one on my left, I can't remember the first part that had happened, but I had injured it. I injured one of them at work. I injured one of them not at work. I can't remember which one was the work injury, which one was the non-work injury. But the work injury, I was helping somebody transfer someone into bed, didn't realize that I was standing in a pool of urine. My feet went woo! I came down sideways on my leg, and my knee just went and I ended up in physical therapy. Now, if it was that one or the other one, doesn't really matter. There is in Bellingham, Washington, a building called the Bay Street Village, and it was made back like in the 70s and was kind of a cheap, hippie commune building where they sold hippie stuff, and so it was hastily thrown together. The idea being it's a bunch of hippie stuff, and so there was an upper floor and a big middle area and a lower basement and all sorts of little side stores. Well, as the years went by, it just slowly transformed into a regular building. But when you went in the big front doors with a huge wide area, there was a spiral type staircase that went up in the mid back to the second floor. I was going up that stairs because you went from here to here, here to here, and then a tiny bit, and then you're upstairs. When I was walking up the stairs, there were two people sitting up at the top, one with their backpack. When I got to this landing, their backpack went thump and fell forward. Inside of their backpack, they had either a notebook computer or some type of typewriter, and it went rolling down the stairs like a four-pointed coin, and one of the corners slammed into my injured knee. That increased the time I was in physical therapy, unfortunately. That was in the mid-90s. My knees have been killing me lately because I have been doing deep squats, and that combined with the 6-mile walk to Walmart and back, when I do that walk, I didn't do it last night, my knees hurt so much. The right knee, where there was a place in Bellingham, Washington called the Newsstand, and it was a newsstand. They had magazines and newspapers from all around the world. I was walking in there one day. You ring plastic rings around bundles of like newspapers. One of those rings was on the ground. I didn't see it. My feet went into it. The sidewalk going into the store was made out of, it's like regular concrete for regular things. This was decorative bit of sidewalk, and so it was actual big rocks. I came down on the big, nubbly big rocks with my knees, injured my knee. Physical therapy again. So both of my knees now just really hurt so bad, especially that one on the left. The spot where, you see, you've got these areas on your joints that are called the meniscus, which is, it's the cartilage sections. I had torn and damaged the meniscus by the fall, and then when that thing slammed into my knee on the left, if I touch that spot that I injured back in the mid-90s right now, it is like taking a blowtorch and just going onto my knee. Hokey smokes. That knee, and like I said, it's just can't even touch that one spot, and it's bad. So when I get back from walkies, my knees are just destroyed anymore. And my hip joints are on the outside, not the inside. If your hips hurt on the outside of your body, that is just musculoskeletal issues. If your hips hurt on the inside, you got a hip joint issue and you need to go see a doctor. So if your hips hurt near your groin, that's where your actual hip joint is, and you need to go see a doctor, and quickly. Now, when I give my opinions on non-medical stuff, that's just me being a guy, a person yammering about stuff that just interests me or such. When I talk about medical stuff, I was in healthcare for 15 years. I was a nurse's aide for 15 of those years. I went through the licensed practical nurse program in Washington State. There was a 5-step program. I went through 4.25% of it, not percent of it, 4.25 of the 5 courses before my alcoholism. I had to be exited from the program. But my alcoholism was not damaging my ability to learn, because my ability to do everything was right up there. My scores were excellent. All of my tests I was doing in the top 5%. My hands-on stuff was all right. It was just I had to drink, and that was so much more important, and I had to be exited from the program because of that. Point being, when I talk about healthcare stuff and your health and this, that, and the other, all my normal opinion stuff, it doesn't have any more weight to it than anybody else's opinion. In fact, because I'm just a jack of all trades, master of none, I just have a light sprinkling of a little bit of knowledge of a ton of subjects. But when it comes to healthcare stuff, that's when it's slightly more weighted. I'm not talking to you as just Joe Blow who's a plumber who happened to read something. I'm talking to you as the guy who spent 15 years in healthcare on the front lines doing this stuff, having to read up on stuff and just being fascinated by it. So when I talk about healthcare stuff, please put some weight into that, because I'm not just blowing air into your nose. There's a statement that goes with that, and I can't even remember what the heck it is, but there's slightly more gravity to my words. Not a ton. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, and even at that, even if you're a doctor or a scientist, we still have human brains, so I'm not going to be perfect. Nobody is. Everybody, the best person, unless you're a politician or a sociopath, one and the same, most likely. But, you're not going to be able to just talk and act like that. I sort of faded out at the end because that's the way things are. As stated, though, I did not go walking last night. One of the things that I still do, and I was afraid that I was going to stop, and in a way I should have, but what can I say? I have a fall to go to stress-releasing game that I play now, and it's Strafe, Millennium Edition. I've been playing it and playing it and playing it ever since I bought it, and at first, it took me forever to be able to beat the game. Because it's a first-person shooter with randomly generated ship, with randomly generated dungeons and mazes, and it's got things that open up behind you, and you could, no matter how tough you get, if you sit there and take a couple shots, you're gone. So you've got to move fast and be bouncing. Now, I can do this against AI. Multiplayer, I don't care. I don't enjoy. I don't like multiplayer. But it's a PvP. I don't like PvP. Co-op stuff is fine. Playing with somebody is fine. I don't like player versus player. I want player versus environment and player versus AI. Playing against other people competitively just bores the snot out of me. But I've gotten to the point now where it takes about an hour and a half to run through the game. I obsessively pick up every perk and object and such like that, so that when you get to the end, there's still times that, depending on your weapon and the stuff you get, you can't do it. Like, I still die trying to blow up the thing, but when you get to the end, it goes from all these randomly generated mazes to an arena, where the bad thing is just this guy standing on top of the computer core. There's a shield in front of the core. Periodically the shield falls. The computer core turns red. There's 3 of them. You've got to destroy those 3 cores. But it turns red for a while. You've got a short blank period of time. And then it turns green again. And then they drop in more enemies. They have these turrets pop up. And then you've got to survive that until it turns red again. Destroy those. While you're doing that, of course, they start pouring in gore. So your movement gets slower. It gets harder to see the bad guys. And there's more things happening. So you gotta destroy it quick. Because I obsessively pick up every perk and object that I find now and hunt them down, last night when I got to the end, my weapon it took almost a full clip to knock the armor plating off of the armor core. Then I figured it was going to take a while to kill the thing. I figured, hey, it's going to take like a full burst of a clip, and then a full clip, and then a full clip, and instead I just went bam, 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 bam. And then in about 6 seconds of firing, the whole thing was down, and I had won. So when you obsessively pick up all your objects and perks and all that, your weapons can get so OP, it is absolutely crazy. It's a good thing. It's a fun game. So if you like first-person shooters and randomly generated stuff, that's a good game to get. It's quite fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. Past that, just existing with my hamsters. My hamsters, try to keep both my hands in view. All my hamsters, I keep trying to keep as clean as possible. Tidying up, I need to vacuum something pretty fierce. Oy vey. Which means I gotta move my hamster cages, which is why I usually wait until the floor gets really bad and then I vacuum. Oh, yay! So I got this video today, and I'm gonna try and make another video today, and then we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not doing less videos because I just want to do less videos. I'm trying to do less videos for my brain and my body, but still try to do high quality on the things I do. I'm not a gaming channel, and I'm not a vlogging channel, and I don't do reactions anymore because of up here, and I do all these other things. I'm just a variety channel, which unfortunately in YouTube today really doesn't do well. Thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Thank you so much for having done so. It is appreciated. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up the ones I do. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, or indifferent comment. There we go. Indifferent. Thank you for having left me a comment. Now, I'm not... If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And of course, it is a range because, as you can tell, my brain has suddenly got a whole bunch of sand in it, not functioning that well. Because of my fibro, my depression, my brain damage from alcoholism, I get lost easily. I'm 1,000% better than I was 2 years ago. I got a long road ahead of me, but that's okay because every day there's improvement. So thumbs up and let me call my crone. We have Alive Too Long. Oh, well, I guess there is such a thing. So thumbs up and thank you. And Longboard TV, greatly appreciated. Landon Sterner, thumbs up and thank you. Bing 10 Malem Plays, thumbs up and thank you. Philippe, greatly appreciated. Grim, thank you very much. I like the name. Pass the Jelly. I like the name. Very cool. And Sean the Bon, how about that? Thank you very much. We_R_ nevertheless. Greatly appreciated and cool name. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Pat Palmer, thumbs up and thank you. We have Zane Gets Gains, thumbs up and thank you. Zombie Wolf, greatly appreciated. Denial, good to see you in the comments, thumbs up. And BMB Aaron, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl, 29, thumbs up and thank you. Hitler with a period at the end, greatly appreciated. And then we have Ari Kapastarot, I sure hope I'm close with the pronunciation. Just Marcel, greatly appreciated. Then we have somebody, I Will Miss You Though, thumbs up and thank you. And FFG, thumbs up. And then we have XX Kid XX0606, thumbs up and thank you. And Beck Haleen, greatly appreciated. Merrick Altiar, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, thumbs up and thank you so much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with actual human beings, a very good thing, and greatly appreciate. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. It's a good vlog. I just haven't written anything on it yet. It's got stuff there. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And of course, if you could toss me a like, that would be cool. Greatly appreciated. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up, and hopefully I remember today to put actual food stuff items on my Amazon wish list. If you could check out my Amazon wish list, I've got all sorts of silly stuff, but I have cat food and hamster food. I cannot afford to purchase either of those things for myself at the moment. If you don't want to purchase anything for me, and I understand why you wouldn't, if you could help me out by feeding my cats and my cat, singular, and my hamsters, plural, that would be awesome and appreciated. If you could check out the link down below, that would be very, very cool. And hopefully I'll have remembered to put food stuff items on there. I don't leave them off because I don't want to put them on there. It's a whole memory thing. I feel like an idiot that I haven't gotten anything on there yet. So hopefully I'm going to get actual food items and make sure there's a cat and hamster food on there. So thank you very much. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, but if you could check it out, that would be very awesome. I got this video. I'm going to have another video coming up. I'm going to be only every other day am I doing my song mutilations because I want to keep them special instead of Oh, another one. So, thumbs up and thank you for that. I did mention that I got this video. I did mention that I'm working on another one. So, that, in fact, I'm repeating myself horribly. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. It's late.